Hi everyone, welcome back to Gloria Home of Skills. I made this soap for a customer, so this is cold process soap. I'll be explaining how cold process soap is being made using this video. The simplest way to make a cold process soap is to allow your oils and lye to be at room temperature. So let me first of all explain what I'm doing here before we can proceed. This is oil-based color. You know there are two types of colors. You have water-based and oil-based color. So if you want to use an oil-based color, you have to dissolve using your oil. You'll be using the oil that you are using for your soap making to dissolve it, okay? So in water-based color, you can use water to dissolve your water-based color and add it to the soap. You can add it directly to your oils, but I dissolve it separately because I don't want to see some particles, because I saw some particles that I don't want to see in my soap. So I decided to dissolve it first before I can add to my oil. So as you are seeing now, I'm adding it directly to this oil to dissolve first. So I said that the simplest way is for the oil and the lye to be in same temperature, that is room temperature, unless you are using a hard oil such as tallow and butters. If the oil is saturated, you have to heat on a very low heat for it to liquidify. So allow it to cool down a bit, but not enough to saturate back. Next, to make your soap, use glasses, plastics and stainless steel. Never use aluminium. I always say it in all my videos, especially in my private class. If you are making a soap, please don't use anything aluminium. You only use plastics. You can use glasses and you can also use stainless steel. There are glasses bowl that accepts heat in case you want to make a hot process or you want to heat up your oils. So but the best thing to use is stainless steel or plastic, never aluminium, okay? No waste of time in times of cold process soap. Even in other soaps, you don't need to waste time while making your soap, because most especially this cold process soap, if you waste time, it's going to solidify. So start by pouring your calculated lye solution into your oils. Pour bit by bit. So at the same time, mix as you do so. If you're adding soda ash, pour it in after the lye solution. So most other additives can be added at the light trace or after full trace, but in this process, like this one I'm making here, I'm not making use of soda ash because this is a bathing soap. I know there are some people that do add soda ash, but it is not advisable for you to add it in your bathing soap. So this soap I'm making here is an exfoliating soap. It is made with natural ingredients, okay? So I made use of lemon, I made use of honey, I made use of so many things in this video. So this is a pure natural soap. The only thing that can make your soap is just water, lye solution, which is your caustic soda, and your oils. Other additives I just mentioned here are for you to build your soap to be more to have more quantity. That's why some people do add additive, but that's not the best way to make your soap. But we do there are some soaps that you make, like soaps like laundry soap. There are some soap I make, I add additives just to make more profit. But this is a bathing soap, though there is profit in this one, but in bathing soap you don't need to make use of too much chemicals, okay? So in cold process soap, there are some fragrance that doesn't match with the cold process soap, so it doesn't accept it at all. So but in my private class, I do teach on the kind of fragrance to use in your cold process. Though in laundry soap you can make use of those fragrance because you added additives, but this particular one it can cause separation, so many things. So there are some fragrance that you don't use in making cold process soap. So once you are done mixing, you can pour directly to your mold, and make sure that your mold is set before you start producing this soap. You must make your mold ready. So you can use something like wooden, metal or silicone mold, depending the one you have available. I forgot to mention I even added rice powder. So like I told you, this soap can exfoliate your skin. It removes dead skin cells and can also brighten you up a little bit. So like I said, once you're done, pour in your mold. It may heat up and gel in the mold. Remove your soap from the mold after 24 hours, cut it and allow it to cure. So you can cure for about 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but in this my formula, your soap cures after 24 hours. You will get a very strong soap. So but after it's solidified, you have to leave your soap to stay for about 2 weeks for you to start making use of it, because of some chemicals here, because of the light solution. Because I did not use too much of chemicals, I only make use of the light solution and other natural ingredients. So the best time to stamp your soap, if you are selling this soap, the best time to stamp is after 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So this soap is ready. I'm going to pour it in my mold right now. If you need this formula, do chat me using the number on the screen. So like I said, this soap is made for a customer and also for my family. So if you want to know more on soap making, you can also chat me using the number on the screen, or you want me to produce this soap for you or other soap. I have other soaps that works very well on your skin. Please do well to chat me on WhatsApp using this number if you want a training, a private training, or you want me to produce a soap for you. You need a special soap, you can also chat me up. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.